Happy Thursday morning, everybody. Welcome. My name is Gretchen, and I'll be guiding you through your flow one. So we're going to switch things up a little bit. We're going to stay with the sequence, just add a little bit of different movements through a couple of parts and with our warm-up. So if you have two blocks, go ahead and grab them. Even one will do. And also if you have a strap handy today, grab your strap and we'll just get started. Alrighty, so we'll start off lying down on our backs. So go ahead and get yourself nice and comfortable. If you do have blocks, go ahead and place them underneath your outer thighs. And then just allow yourself to soften into your mat. Let your shoulder blades roll towards each other slightly, opening and broadening the chest. One hand can come to your heart space, one hand to your navel space. And we'll begin to work towards Samavriti, which is equal part breathing. So let all of the air empty from the lungs. Keeping the lips closed, inhale through the nose for a count of 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And exhale through the nose for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pause at the exhale and inhale 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pause at the top and exhale for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Keep breathing in this way for about a minute or so. Giving yourself a pause at the top when you're not breathing in nor out, and the pause at the bottom of the exhale. If you're having difficulty matching the exhale with the inhale or the inhale with the exhale, lessen your count. So maybe you're breathing in just for a count of 4, or you're breathing in a little bit further, a count of 6 or 7. So this practice, this breathing practice will vary for everybody. If you're used to a yogic breath, you might find that your inhales and exhales are a little bit longer. And if you're newer to the practice, they might be a little shorter. And that's okay, we'll build up. Let's take 3 more full cycles of breath. Two more. Last one. At the bottom of your exhale, return to your natural breath where you're not controlling the inhales or the exhales. And then go ahead and bring your knees gently up towards the ceiling. This is where we'll vary a little bit. Take your blocks and remove them. Push them off to the side, preferably towards the top edge of your mat. Extend your left leg long. Reach your right leg up to the ceiling. Now you can grab the big toe with your peace sign fingers, or you can hold behind the thigh, the hamstrings. Now take an inhale, lengthen, so press gently through your heel. And as you exhale, your hands or your fingers will guide your leg back towards the wall behind you. And be kind if your hamstring is feeling a little tighter. inhale, draw energy out through the heel, draw your toes towards your body. Exhale, leg towards the back wall. Now inhale, straighten up, hand can come to the inner leg. Exhale, open up to the left, to the right side of the room. Now here's the thing, we want the left side grounded into the mat. So as you open up the leg, we don't want to lift the hip for the leg to get down a little further. That doesn't matter. So once you have your grip on either the back of your leg, your calf, or your toes, gently draw your toes towards the back wall. Keep your left leg strong and long. Take one more breath in and out. And change, come to center. You can grab the outside edge of your right foot, right arm out to the side. Come across your body for a twist. Keep your hips stacked on top of each other. We don't want to let the leg fall to the ground. It gets a little lazy when it's just resting. So keep it long. Press through the heel. Take one more breath. And change, come back up to center. Bend your knee, release your foot to the floor, and then extend your leg long. Pedal it out if you'd like, or kick it out. Now keep your right leg long onto the mat. Bring your left leg up. And again, you can reach behind the hamstrings, the calf, or the big toe with the peace sign fingers. Hips are grounded. Left shoulder, you'll notice if it's coming up and off of the mat. As your body opens up, see if you can slowly release your left shoulder down towards the floor. As you inhale, draw energy from the whole backside of the leg out through the heel. And if you're looking for a deeper stretch, gently draw your toes towards your body. Take one more breath in. And out. Now inhale, straighten up. Exhale, open up. You can always grab behind the leg and just guide. Remember, you want to keep your hips open or flush to the floor, and then let the leg fall open. So this is an external rotation if you draw your heel up towards the ceiling. Good. And you're also stretching through the inner thighs. Take one more breath. Empty it out. And change. Come to center. Grab the outside edge of your left foot with your right hand and come across your body for your supine twist. Left arm out to the side. Take one more breath in and out and change. Come up to center. Go ahead and bend your left knee. Bring your right leg to meet your left and just give yourself a little squeeze. And as you're squeezing, a little rocking from side to side, forward to back, massaging your sacrum into the earth. And then go ahead and reach behind the thighs for the hamstrings. Begin to rock and roll the length of your spine, forward and back, forward and back. On this last one, rock all the way up. Plant your hands, find tabletop pose. Now once you come into tabletop pose, press wrists under shoulders, knees under hips. So find a neutral spine before moving. So feel the belly pull towards the spine, the upper back will puff, the tailbone will draw down. Inhale into cow pose, lift the sit bones, drop the belly, look up towards the ceiling. Exhale, draw the tail down, hollow the belly, chin is on chest. Again, inhale, cow. And exhale, cat. Work through 3 more rounds of cat and cow. Last one. And now organic movement. Shift from side to side. Drop your heel or your hips from right to left. Work your way back to neutral spine. Walk your hands about an inch or so in front of your shoulders. Curl your toes, lift your hips, find downward facing dog, Adho Mukha Svanasana, and start to pedal out your feet. Alternate heel lifts. Maybe bend your knees quite a bit, find a little bit of bouncing, break up some fascia. Slowly begin to settle in. Once you settle in, I want you to think about stretching from your armpits all the way out through your fingertips. So arms are very engaged, pressing away the floor. Heels drawing energy towards the mat. Belly is gently drawing in and up. Feel your tailbone draw towards your heels. Spread your upper back wide. Take a full breath in. And a full breath out. Look forward, bend your knees, travel to the top of your mat. You're welcome to step or float. Inhale, lengthen your spine. Keep your hand, actually let's forward fold and take a ragdoll for a moment or two. Forgot that, it's one of my favorites. Grab opposite elbows, let your head hang. If that feels a little stressful on the hammies, bring your hands down. Take one more breath. Empty it out. Now release your hands down to the floor, palms or fingertips. Keep your hands planted. Bend your knees as you need and lift your gaze in heart space. Exhale, forward fold. Let's do that one more time. Inhale, lengthen halfway. Lift gaze, lift heart. Exhale, forward fold. Root to rise, reach all the way up to the ceiling, spine strong and long. Hands to heart space, Samastihiti. Inhale, arms come up, Urdhva Hastasana. Gaze forward, exhale, hands through heart space, forward fold. Inhale, Uttanasana, halfway, keep your hands on the floor, lift gaze, lift heart. Exhale, pour forward. Root to rise, come all the way up, reverse swan dive. Hands to heart space, Samastihiti. Let's do 2 more half sun salutations. Inhale, arms come up, Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale, forward fold, Inhale, halfway lift, Uttanasana. Exhale, forward fold. Root to rise, reach to the ceiling. Hands to heart space, Samastihiti. Last one, inhale. Exhale, long spine, fold forward. Inhale, Uttanasana. Exhale, release to the floor. Root to rise, come all the way up. Hands to heart space, Samastihiti. Let's move into a full sun salutation. Inhale, Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, Uttanasana. Step back, find plank pose. Now you can go straight into an upward facing dog or cobra. Gaze forward, chin is off chest. Take a breath in. Exhale, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale to your back bend. Exhale to downward facing dog. Find a breath in and a breath out. Don't forget to stretch from armpits to fingertips today. Look forward, bend your knees, travel to the top of your mat. You can step or float. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, pour forward. Root to rise, come all the way up. Hands to heart space, Samastihiti. Let's do one more. Inhale. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, Chaturanga Dandasana. Step back and flow through your Vinyasa. Full breath in. Full breath out. Look forward, bend your knees, travel to the top of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold forward. Root to rise, come all the way up. Hands to heart space, Samastihiti. Let's add on to that. Inhale, arms come up. Exhale, forward fold, long spine. Inhale, lengthen halfway. Exhale, Chaturanga. You can step or float. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, downward facing. Send your right leg skyward. Hug in. Bring the knee to the heart space, maybe the nose. Inhale, reach straight back. Exhale, lunge to your right thumb. Now, a nice time for blocks. Bring your hands on blocks if you have them. Back leg strong, lifted to the ceiling. Inhale, heart comes forward. Exhale, pyramid, straighten the leg, draw chin to shin. Inhale, lunge. Exhale, pyramid. Two more. Inhale, lunge. Exhale, pyramid. Good, one more. Exhale. Inhale to lunge. Exhale, Chaturanga Dandasana. We will meet in down dog. Left leg goes high. Coil in, bring your knee towards your heart space, round the upper back. Inhale, draw forward, or extend the leg. Exhale, lunge. Grab your blocks. Inhale, heart dives forward. Exhale, pyramid, chin to the shin. Again, inhale. And exhale. You have two more. Last one. Inhale, come forward into a lunge. Remove the blocks, plank, Chaturanga. Downward facing dog is our meeting place. Take a full breath in, a full breath out. Look forward, bend your knees, travel top of your space. Lengthen your spine as you breathe in, fold down as you breathe out. Root to rise. Hands to heart space, Samastihiti. Moving into Vrikshasana tree pose. Take your left foot, the whole foot, and stamp it down into the mat as you bring your right foot to your inner thigh. Now, as you bring your foot to your inner thigh, we don't want the left hip to pop out. So I want you to work on pulling the left inner thigh and hip towards the midline. One or both hands to the heart space. Ears over shoulders, shoulders over hips. Find one more breath in and out. And change. Go ahead and release your right foot down to the mat. Release your arms. Take a little pedal, a little movement if need be. Now take your right foot, your whole foot, and stamp it. Press it into the mat. Bring your left foot up to the inner thigh. Now if you can't quite catch the inner thigh, go below the kneecap to the calf. Remember, we don't want right hip to jut out, so pull the right hip in. Bring one or both hands to the heart. Shoulders over, ears over shoulders, shoulders over hips. Take one more breath. And change. Release your left foot down to the mat. Release your arms, pedal it out. Step to the top of your mat. Inhale, Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale, forward fold, long spine. Inhale, lengthen halfway. Exhale, Chaturanga Dandasana. Step back and flow. And downward facing dog is where we'll go. From downward facing dog, send right leg skyward. Hug in, knee to the heart space. Round the spine, shift forward into a slight plank. Kick straight back. This time, lunge between your thumbs. Back heel spirals down to the earth. Rise up, warrior two. Now, this is where we're gonna play a little bit. We're just gonna move between warrior two and reverse. I'm feeling a little more watery lately. So, inhale, reverse. Exhale, warrior two. Good. Inhale, reverse. Exhale, warrior two. Good. Again, inhale, reverse. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, reverse. Exhale, warrior two. Just for a few second hold. Strong back leg. Nice and toned through the core. Go one more breath. Empty it out. Deepen the lunge and reverse your warrior for a few second hold. Take one more breath. Empty it out. Tick-tock your arms to a T. Straighten your front leg. Inhale, reach forward. Exhale, triangle pose. Another opportunity for the block. I'm digging them a lot lately. Now, back leg rotating in. That's internal rotation. So let that be a focus. Maybe you turn your foot in slightly. Front leg strong. Engage the quadriceps. Reach up as you send your fingertips down. Take one more breath. Empty it out. Rebend your right knee to a deep lunge. Warrior two. Straighten your leg. Turn your right foot in so it's parallel to the short edge of your sticky mat. Now turn both toes towards each other slightly. Inhale, lift up, draw the heart space high. Exhale, forward fold. Keep the chin tucked in but off the chest as you take your fold. We want the neck nice and strong. Release your hands down. You can grab big toes, sides of your feet or heels as you take your fold. Now engage through the quadriceps, so lift up the kneecaps. Once the legs are engaged, then start to ease your torso down towards the floor. One more breath in and out.
Release your hands under your shoulders. Take a halfway lift. Exhale, lunge to the top of your mat. Inhale, find plank. Exhale, chaturanga, dandasana. Full breath in and out. Send your left leg skyward. Hug it in, knee to the heart space. Shift forward, round the upper back. Inhale, draw straight back. Exhale, lunge between your thumbs. Back heel down.
Rise, warrior two. Inhale, reverse. Exhale, warrior two. Good, a few more times. Inhale, reverse. Exhale, warrior two. Let's do one more. Inhale. Exhale, warrior two for the hold. One more. Deepen your lunge. Reverse your warrior. Light touch in the back arm. Strong back leg. Take one more breath. Empty it out. Tip-top your arms to a T. Straighten your front leg. Inhale, reach forward. Exhale, triangle pose. Light touch on the block. Long spine. Back thigh internally rotating. Front thigh firing. Take one more breath. Empty it out. And change. Warrior two. Straighten your leg, turn your foot. Inhale, lift up through the heart space. Exhale, forward fold.
Reach your hands down. And again, grab heels or sides of the feet, big toes. Strong legs engage through the quadricep muscles, and then when you feel feel your legs engaging, then start to draw the torso down towards the thighs. We don't really want to stretch without engagement. It's important that we're keeping the backs of the legs healthy and safe as we stretch. And go one more breath. Empty it out. Change, hands under the shoulders. Inhale, lengthen halfway. Exhale, lunge. Inhale, plank. Exhale, chaturanga. And downward facing dog is our meeting place as always. We'll flow through that little sequence and then we'll move on. Inhale, right leg high. Exhale, coil and knee to the heart space. Inhale, leg goes high. Exhale, lunge. Inhale, warrior two.
Settle for the exhale. Inhale, reverse. Exhale, warrior two. Straighten the leg, reach forward. Exhale, triangle pose. Inhale, warrior two. Straighten your leg, turn the feet. Breath in. Fold, breath out. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, lunge. Inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale, ekapada, chaturanga, option. Inhale, left leg high. Coil in, knee to the heart. Inhale, left leg high. Exhale, lunge. Inhale, warrior two. Soften on the exhale. Inhale, reverse. Exhale, warrior two. Straighten your leg, turn the feet. Oh, no, straighten the leg, reach forward. Exhale, triangle pose. Inhale, warrior two. Straighten the leg, turn the foot. Breath in, fold, breath out. Inhale, lengthen halfway. Exhale, lunge. Inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale, Ekapada, Chaturanga. And we'll meet in down dog. Full breath in. Full breath out. Look forward, bend your knees, travel to the top of your mat. Inhale, lengthen your spine. Exhale, pour forward. Root to rise, come all the way up. Hands to heart space, Samastihiti. Alrighty, so we'll move on. We're gonna take tree and we're gonna up level it. So if this feels like it's too much for you today, go back and do a second set of tree. It's always awesome, grow branches this time. Utthita Hasta Parakushtasana. I find that this pose is getting progressively harder the more and more I'm away from like my consistent yoga practice. So lessen it if you need to. You can hold behind the hamstring or the calf. If you can grab the big toe, go for it. If you have a strap, use that. Left hand to your left hip, reach down, grab your right big toe with your peace sign fingers. Inhale, kick out. You can always hold underneath the hamstring like we did earlier. So what we did earlier was the laying down version of this pose. Heart is gently drawing forward, along with the leg and the heel. Toes gently drawing back towards the body. Stabilize your standing leg. Press your left foot into the mat. Take one more breath. Now inhale, straighten up. Exhale, open up to the right side of the room. Maybe gaze goes left. Take one more breath. Empty it out. And change. Come back to center. Release your foot down to the floor. Pedal it out. Right hand reaches to the hip. Bend your left knee, reach down, grab your big toe with your peace sign fingers. Lessen anyway. Inhale, kick out. Shoulder draws back just like it was drawing down to the floor. We have the imaginary floor behind us or wall. Good, hug it in. Tone the belly. Lean slightly forward. Take one more breath. Now inhale, straighten up. Exhale, open up. Maybe gaze goes right. One more. Change, come back to center. Release your foot. Step to the top of your mat. All right, let's add on. Utkatasana, chair pose. Big toes to touch. Sweep your arms skyward. Now, try not to look down, but instead look straight ahead. Tone the belly. Feel the tailbone tilt slightly towards the mat. A magnet between your inner thighs, so squeeze in. Breath in. Forward fold, breath out. Inhale, Uttanasana, lift gaze, lift heart. Exhale, Chaturanga, Dandasana. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, downward facing. Right leg goes skyward as you breathe in. Knee to nose as you breathe out. Inhale, right leg goes high. Exhale, lunge right thumb. Now, before lifting off, what I've been really digging is making sure the back leg is nice and strong before we come up. So lift your left hamstring skyward. Press energy out through your heel. Now find crescent. Once you're in crescent pose, anchor the ribs slightly down so that you feel the belly tone, gazes forward. Pinky fingers wrapping in. Engage the left glute muscle by gently drawing it under. So trying to work on a little bit of isolation right there. And go one more breath. Empty it out. Bring your hands to your heart. Pitch forward as you breathe in. Twist right as you breathe out. Connect left elbow with right knee. Palms pressing into each other. Back left leg still lifting skyward. One more breath. Empty it out. Change. Inhale, crescent. Exhale, airplane crescent. Arms reach back. Belly hollows. Chest and shoulders roll open. One more breath. Change. Inhale, crescent. Exhale, touch down. Nice time for three-legged dog. Exhale, Ekapada, Chaturanga. Left leg goes skyward. Hug it in, knee to nose. Left leg goes high. Lunge. Again, before we lift off, right leg strong, activated. Back heel pressing, energy pressing out. Inhale, crescent. So once you have your legs stabilizing and getting active right from the start, then we have our groundwork. And then we reach up and we work on anchoring the ribs. We work on sending our shoulder flexion, sending the arms skyward. Take one more breath. Empty it out. Hands to the heart. Hinge forward. Breath in. Twist. Breath out. Keep your back leg strong. Remember, that's your foundation. So if it starts to get loose and disengaged, the whole pose starts to crumble, right? You start to feel a little bit more wobbly, a little unsteady. So we want to keep strong through the bottom half so we can stay in the pose and really work on it. Take one more breath and change, come up. Breath in, airplane crescent. Now hollow the belly, and then we want to lift up. Lift the heart and the shoulders open as the arms draw back. So we don't want to sink into the front hip socket. So keeping the belly tone helps us to keep everything tight, engaged, instead of sinking, and sagging. Go one more breath and change. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, touch down. Inhale, three-legged dog. And then exhale, an Ekapada, Chaturanga. And down dog is our meeting place. Okay, so we're going to flow through that just one time. This is linking our breath with our movement. Right leg high as you breathe in. Crunch in as you breathe out, knee to nose or the heart. Inhale, right leg high. Exhale to lunge. Inhale, crescent. Exhale, twist. Inhale, crescent. Exhale, airplane. Inhale, crescent. Exhale, Chaturanga, Dandasana. Down dog is our meeting place. Left leg high. Coil in, knee to nose. Left leg high.
lunge. Inhale, crescent. Exhale, twist. Inhale, crescent. Exhale, airplane. Inhale, crescent. Exhale, chaturanga. Travel. Inhale, lengthen your spine. Exhale, pour forward. Root to rise, come all the way up. Hands to heart space, Samastihiti. Moving into some forearm plank. Inhale, arms come up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, chaturanga. You could always step back to down dog. I'm gonna take a second and just step into down dog. Now, shift forward into plank. From plank pose, lower onto your forearms. And we started. Alrighty. Keep your legs strong, just like you did right before you came into crescent. Right, your legs were strong, they're lifting skyward. And then see if you can pull your heart forward just a tad. Press forearms down into the mat. As you press your forearms down, the upper body rounds, and then look up a little bit. You are at your halfway mark. Use your breath to calm your body, to calm your mind. All right, we have 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Take a Sphinx pose. Alrighty, we have one more section to get through, and this last section is going to take us right into our peak pose, which is Ardha Chandrasana, half moon. So take a breath in, relax your whole body down to the floor, bring your hands underneath your shoulders, curl your toes under, lift your kneecaps up, take a breath in, see if you can push all the way up to downward facing dog. Use an explosive breath. Take a full breath in and out. Look forward, bend your knees, travel to the top of your mat. Lengthen your spine as you breathe in. Forward fold as you breathe out. Root to rise. Hands to heart space, Samastihiti. Inhale, Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, Uttanasana. Exhale, Chaturanga Dandasana. Right leg goes high. Hug it in, knee to the heart. Right leg goes high. Lunge between your thumbs. Back heel down, at an angle with the foot. Rise, warrior two. This is just a transition. Straighten your leg, turn your feet. Now bring your heels in and your toes out. Good, so you're in a star shape. Now, bend your knees as you take your thumbs to your inner thighs. Right off the bat, micro bend your elbows. And just move a little bit. It's easy to lock out the elbows right here. So just be aware. Now, come back to center. Inhale, lengthen your spine. Exhale, twist, right shoulder to left inner thigh. Now, your right arm has a purpose, and it's not letting your right leg collapse. So it's gently guiding your right leg open to stay open. Ground both feet. Inhale, back out. Exhale, twist just the shoulder. Keep the pelvis straight. Inhale, back out. Exhale, twist. Good. 2 more. Back out. and in. Back out, and in. Inhale, straighten up. Exhale, twist. Feet grounded. Inhale, and exhale. Good, 2 more. Last one. Come back to center. Reach up to the star shape. Turn your right foot forward, back foot in slightly, arms to a T. Take a breath in, warrior 2 on the breath out. Inhale, reach forward. Exhale, extend it side. Now I'm going to put my hand on a block. And then once I do, what I want you to work on today is that side body stretch. So reach your left arm back behind you and then slice through the air so your left upper arm comes by your ear. Keep your lunge deep. Remember your base. So back leg is strong, engaged. Take 1 more breath. Release your left hand to your hip. Hand is on the block. Heel toe your foot in. 1 time, 2 times. Now take your hand that's on the block and bring it out about a foot. Lift, shift forward to your front foot. Lift, come up onto your back tiptoes. And now lift your left leg as you straighten your right. Take your hand that's on the hip. Roll the chest and hip open. Lift your arm to the sky. You maybe look straight ahead or for a challenge at the hand. Take 1 more breath with the lifted hand and out. Hand back to the hip. Bend your right knee, touch down. Inhale, reverse your warrior. Exhale, cartwheel to the floor. And move through chaturanga. You might find that the knees is where you want to be. You can come into a cobra. And then back to down dog. You can practice pushing up through plank and down dog if you'd like. Start to think about your weak points as you're practicing and how chaturangas can benefit you. If your back bend is feeling tight, maybe you're starting with cobra and going into upward facing dog. If you're working on more core strength, maybe you're just holding plank pose to down dog. Lots of ways to play with it to your advantage. Left leg goes high. Coil in, knee to the heart space. Left leg goes high. Lunge between your thumbs. Back heel down. Open up warrior 2 just for the transition. Straighten your leg, turn your feet. Now bring your heels in, toes point out, thumbs to the inner thigh. Try to put a little bend into your elbows. Take a breath in. Exhale, right shoulder to the left inner thigh for the hold. One more breath. And change, find center, and then switch left shoulder, right inner thigh. One more. Come back to center. Straighten your legs, arms out to a Y shape. Turn your back foot in. Turn your left foot forward. Inhale, warrior 2 on the exhale. Inhale, reach forward. Exhale, extend it side. Now hand is on the block. You could be on the floor. Right hand reaching back behind you. Slice through the air so your right upper arm comes by your ear. Roll the heart towards the ceiling. One more breath. Release your hand to your hip. Heel toe your foot in. 1 time, 2 times. Take your block, bring it out about a foot. So when you come forward, your hand is going to be right under your shoulder. Now shift forward so you're on the back tiptoes. Straighten the left leg as you lift the right. Once you have your stability, roll open, reach up. Go one more breath. And change, hand to the hip. Rebend your knee, touch down. Inhale, reverse your warrior. Exhale, cartwheel down to the floor. Inhale to plank. Exhale, chaturanga, dandasana. We'll meet in downward facing. Full breath in. Full breath out. Look forward, bend your knees, travel to the top of your mat. Inhale, lengthen your spine. Exhale, pour forward. Root to rise. Hands to heart space, samastihiti. Inhale, arms come up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, downward facing dog. Deep breath in. Knees to the floor on the breath out. Cross your ankles and lie down. Once you come onto your back, heel toe your feet towards the edges of your mat and find constructive rest. You can always take a block between your inner thighs. Take one more breath. If you have a block between your thighs, go ahead and remove it. Neutralize your feet, so bring them back in sit bone width. Right leg reaches up towards the ceiling. Cross it over your left leg. Now use your left foot to push into the mat. Lift up your hips. Slide your hips to the right side of your mat. Let your knees fall over to the left. Arms reach wide. Gaze can be towards the knees. That is not as deep of a stretch, and you'll progressively get a little deeper as you lift your gaze. Gaze can be neutral, or you can bring in a little bit more by looking over to the right. Take one more breath. First, change your gaze, come back up to neutral. Now bring your knees back up. Center your hips and uncross your legs. Bring both feet onto the mat, lift your hips, a little hammock shake, and then release back down. Center your right foot, lift your left leg up, cross over. Lift up your hips, slide left, knees fall right. And then check in with where your twist is with your neck. One more breath. Lift your gaze. Bring your legs up. Good. Center your hips. Both feet stamp down into the mat. Lift up. A little rocking from side to side. Maybe a little bouncing up and down. And then release your hips down to the floor. Come into Ananda Balasana, happy baby pose. You can grab ankles if you can't quite get the feet or shins. You can grab big toes, the inner arch or outer side of your feet. Choose what makes sense. For me, it's always different. I like to listen to the body and to my body and say like, okay, I'm going to try my big toes. And if it's not my jam, I'm going to switch it.
And that's what you should do. What makes sense? What feels appropriate? What feels challenging? What feels safe? There's a lot of questions to ask yourself as you're going through your practice. Am I doing this because my body needs the challenge? Am I doing this because I'm tired and I just want the easy way out, which you might have to have a conversation, a deeper conversation. Or am I just nourishing myself today and my intention is to move slow and to care for my body? Go one more breath. My hands naturally gravitated to my ankles today. Hug your knees into your heart space. Give yourself a squeeze, a hug. And then when you are ready, extend your legs long for your final savasana. Grab a blanket if you're chilly. Make sure you can rest comfortably. I'll call you out in a few minutes. Begin to bring an awareness back to your space. Your physical body, your breath, your emotional and mental body. Wiggle your fingers and your toes. Extend your arms over your head. And exhale, roll over to your side. And slowly press yourself up to seated pose. Drawing hands to heart space. Thank you so much for allowing me to guide you through practice this morning. Om Shanti, 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 Om. May there be peace, peace, peace. I bow to you all. Namaste. Have a wonderful day.